So let's go to a question because
Sure.
we've gotten a lot actually on this topic, and this particular one is from Sharon. She wants to know how to handle a baby who has GERD or reflux, because, and I experience this with my children, where you put them on their stomach and they spit up right away.
Right.
How do you handle tummy time when you have that type of issue dealing with?
Well, I think that is a multiple layer question as far as when you've got a baby who doesn't have some digestive issues. It's pretty straightforward. You can do a lot of these things without consulting any expert about it because it's easy, it's cheap, it's safe, all of that kind of thing. When you get into something that's actually more of a medical diagnosis, such as GERD, and acid reflux that's pretty significant, then you might consult your pediatrician to make sure there's no precautions that you need to follow. Most of the babies who need to follow precautions have already been identified as needing some therapeutic support through an occupational therapist or a physical therapist. And so if your baby is one of those babies, be sure to just talk to your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, your speech therapist about how that looks for your child uniquely. But for many, it's a matter of really looking at your routine throughout the day. We're not going to build tummy time into the day right after dinner. That's not going to be a good plan, especially for kids who are prone to spitting up or reflux.
So give them a little bit of time to digest. You also don't want to do it when they're hungry, but kind of somewhere in between. Because as you mentioned, tummy time is important, but babies don't need to be doing it all day long.
No.
You can sort of build 10, 15-minute increments in.
What I like to say is you want this short and sweet throughout their day. You want it to be really fun, really engaging, and you might start with just a couple minutes at a time. And the more relational it is with you, the more time it is with mom and dad, the better. So and the more successful it will be.
So pick the 10 to 15 minutes a day where your baby's not prone to spitting up.
Absolutely.